Okay,
100%.
we're gonna bet a Circle K big quench. I want the biggest one they got, and I want a honey bun and a beef jerky teriyaki. So that's what we betting.
This is how I would match up with Iowa State. This is my ideal matchup. I would actually put Caleb Love on Lipsy. I would have Jaden Bradley on Curtis Jones because I think he would wreak havoc against Curtis Jones. Keshawn Gilbert, KJ Lewis. I think that's a great matchup. That's a fun matchup to watch right there between those two. Carter Bryant or Awaka. I would much prefer Awaka against Jefferson because Jefferson is really skilled, but Bryant's length could bother Jefferson as well. And then Vasar and Jackson. Jackson is not really too much of a focal point for them. He's kind of a little bit of an afterthought. He gets kind of the scraps, the rebounds. Every now and then he'll catch a lob, but he will sneak around and get you because he put up 17 against Kansas and Hunter Dickinson. So you can't just completely ignore him and act like he's not there because he will get you. So everybody on this roster for Iowa State is really good and they're fundamentally sound and they play at a high level.
Put that graphic back up again so I can correct your mistakes as an elementary school teacher. First of all, no way in hell am I putting Jaden Bradley on Jones. No way in hell. Because Jaden Bradley with 2 fouls means trash offense the rest of the night.
Jaden Bradley is just not foul prone like that.
Put the graphic back up there. I am not Henry Visar. Come sit down. I need my senior Trey Townsend out there in this type of game. I need the experience. And that's just and Carter Bryant is not starting either. And I'm gonna tell you one other thing. You did right because that Del Orso thing that they do with KJ Lewis, if KJ Lewis doesn't start, he better damn well be in the game by the 16-minute mark because that game is not a game for Del Orso. I'm sorry, it's just not. So KJ off the bench quick. Give me my experience banger Trey Townsend against Iowa State. And if the situation permits, let Visar get his feet wet because I already know what Iowa State is bringing. And I think experience, and I got to protect Jaden Bradley. I'm going to put somebody else on Mr. Jones because you and I discussed this last show, how raggedy the offense looked when Jaden is not on point. I can't risk foul trouble against Iowa State and have 7 minutes of stagnant offense because Jaden Bradley's trying to stop a dude who does nothing but get downhill on the road. I'm not saying I'm scared of him. I'm saying Bradley's too valuable to have him playing D off top because you saw what happened to Baylor when they came into Arizona last week. Omier got 2 fouls in the opening 60 seconds, and that game was over.
Yeah.
Baylor never came back. Their money man had 2 quick fouls, and it might as well have been recess for the next hour and a half because it wasn't a basketball game. Arizona crushed them. So for me, and maybe, like I said, this is why I'm not a coach because maybe I'm completely wrong. But I'll put Jaden Bradley on the sorriest player they got and hide him and let him run the offense.
Bro, what are you talking? Oh my God. Bro, no. Listen. You know how it goes. Corey, I would love for you if Damon came to you and said, no, I got one. I would love to hear anybody say, nah, man, you go guard the sorriest person out here. Even though you're good defensively, go guard that sorry guy, and let me take this guy because we can't have you fouling out.
It's interesting you say that because Damon Stoudemire went head-to-head with a lot of NBA guards in the Pac-10 back in the day. But in our Final Four run, you know who was the junkyard dog? You know who guarded Jalen Rose? You know who guarded – Yes.
Yes, I know.
Yes, because Lute was like, Stod going to give me 25 anyway. So I need him for that. Now, I'm not saying Damon was ducking anybody. He was good on the ball. He was a very small point guard, but he was good on the ball. He never got no on-ball steals. He didn't block a lot of shots. He could hold his own. God knows if Stod sees this, he's going to text me and get after me. But he was too valuable for us. We was like, yo, I'll come in and play D. Reggie will come in and play D. Like, we got a bunch of dudes that's going to hack and foul, but our 2 lottery guys, nah, that's a guaranteed 60, damn near 60 points a night.
But so Jaden Bradley is not foul prone. He's a good defender.
That's true.
He's smart. He doesn't put himself in positions.
And maybe you slide him over there as the game goes on. But I don't trust these refs. And the game early in the game, I'm like, man, give me KJ Lewis out front. Maybe KJ on him for a while. I mean,
Oh,
because
you're going to see that for sure.
you're going to see that. And I'm not saying, I'm just saying Arizona goes legitimately 8 deep. We need productivity from 5 or 6 guys. Put it to you this way. Let's do a quick little, we'll come back to this next week. How many guys in an Arizona win, how many guys are in double figures against Iowa State?
I'm going to say 3.
Oh, that's a minimum. You need at least 3s. You could have 3 and still lose.
Oh, I know.
That 4th guy guarantees the win in my book, but we'll see. I'm saying 4, you say 3.
You know who that? And do you know who that 4th guy is?
I don't care.
Tell me who tell me who you think. Who, give me 3 right off the bat. Like who you think
Caleb,
the 3.
Caleb, Jaden, and KJ are all hitting double figures for sure.
Okay.
Because they love this kind of stuff. They're going to all play 30+ minutes if they don't get in foul trouble. Tommy will leave them out there the majority of the time. It could be Visar if they start getting downhill and that little lob and the fouls and free throws. It could be Visar.
But again, this is my point. Visar, for as much as we're talking about the defensive end, first of all, Jackson, again, like I can live or die with that. Like if that's the way they're going to win, then that's the way they're going to win. But Visar is a problem for Jackson as well. He is too quick for him on the perimeter. You see his sneaky athleticism, and Jackson, I'm telling you, Visar can take advantage of him if this goes the right way. I have more confidence in Visar than I do in Trey or Awaka trying to make something happen offensively right now at this point.
But see, Trey can get you a one-on-one. That's not Visar. Visar hurts you when other people make you leave him. When there's a penetration and a lob or a bounce pass, or you rotate in and he's on the 3-point line. Visar don't put in no one-on-one work. He don't put in no one-on-one work on anybody. When have you seen him crab dribble, drop step, jump hook, crab dribble, spin off the glass? That's Trey Townsend's game. He don't do that. He's a guy that can hurt you when you have to leave him. So to your point, yeah, when Arizona creates the motion that makes you leave Visar, yeah, he'll dunk on you. He'll get an offensive rebound and dunk it, put it back in. He'll knock down a wide open 3. But are they clearing aside and giving it to Visar to go to work? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I just listen. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, Trey. If you're out there, you listen, okay? I love you to death. I hope you ball out. I hope you prove me wrong. I feel like I've seen this book before, this movie before, and I feel like this is not a great matchup for Trey Townsend.
Side bet.
Okay.
You and me. Who has the better game against Iowa State, Visar or Townsend? I'm taking Townsend.
Oh, I'm taking Visar.
Okay, we're gonna bet a Circle K big quench. I want the biggest one they got, and I want a honey bun and a beef jerky teriyaki. So that's what we betting. We betting the Circle K snack pack. That's the big drink, the honey bun, pastry of your choice, and some beef jerky. I guarantee you, Townsend has a better game than Visar.
Okay, all right, that's a bet.
We bet in front of everybody. So everybody in the comments, you heard this. We'll see.
Don't worry. Next Mikhail Madness, I will have this on repeat throughout the show.